It's the NFL on EA Sports.
And we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills
on Sunday night.
Known for some incredible wings and one of the league's most passionate fan bases. We're just outside of Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time, they've definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to win football games.
Yeah, I think the word of the day, Kate, is definitely experience. Two guys who've been through the season several times over, have seen a lot at this point in their career, and been through quite a bit on the field. All that experience is stored up there right between the ears. And the one who is more skilled at leveraging that experience, more than likely is going to come away with the win.
Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And we're off and running from Western New York. Ty Johnson now to return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. And leading them out is the seventh-year pro. Seems to be in the MVP conversation every year now. It's Josh Allen.
And it was another MVP caliber season for Josh a season ago. Double-digit wins, huge numbers. This guy just produces and has each and every year. And what I love, and I know his organization loves, was him breaking that NFL quarterback record with 15 rushing touchdowns.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Allen taken right to the air. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Running back sent in motion. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Finds him over the middle. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st and 10 from the 41. First tone of the game for James Cook. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Pass brought in by Amari Cooper. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop. Extra man in the secondary now for the Chiefs on 3rd down. Allen. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Opening drive, about to break into field goal range. We got 1st and 10 at the 44. Slot man in motion left. Allen now on 1st down. Coleman with the grab. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Allen gonna throw again. This will be caught by Cooper. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Up to the line, and they're set. First and 10. Again, Allen to the air. Outright, Cooper's got it. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Motioning the tight end now. To throw again, it's Allen. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. To the air again, Allen. This one's caught. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now, it's starting with 6 as they come up on it, 1st and goal. They are throwing it again. That one hits the ground, incomplete, but a flag also hit the ground. Let's sort this out.
Eligible receiver downfield.
So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag.
Still first down.
So now after being backed up just a bit, another 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He's got it! And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, with out routes or in routes just like that.
Cook. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Just a yard that time. They needed more, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Where you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
Again, it's Cook. And he's in for the touchdown. The Bills finish up an excellent opening series. It's a James Cook touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, fresh off a 3rd Super Bowl title. The standard for quarterback excellence today, Patrick Mahomes.
all of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's different than everybody else, immediately a player pops in your mind. And while we have seen GOATs like Tom Brady and Super Bowl winners many times over like Bradshaw, Montana, and Aikman, there's just not many that have ever done it with the flair, the style, and the skill set of Patrick Mahomes.
Blown back, gets the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Chiefs.
We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win. And a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
They've got a man in motion. From just shy of midfield on 2nd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Terrell Bernard. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
What you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
The Buffalo offense out there for their 2nd drive of the contest. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their 2nd possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
First down throw for Allen. He's going to lob one deep down the left sideline. They connect on the deep shot. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And he scores. It's a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Dalton Kincaid with the touchdown. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Bass on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Rams double their lead to 14. Pass now to kick this away. McCole Hardman now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Chiefs sending their offense out for the second time this game. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. That's Gregory Rousseau who cleaned up that play. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
2nd and 10 now. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Christian Benford has it. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. Ooh, partner, this has gotten out of hand early. That pick 6, the latest play, pushing us towards a blowout.
Yeah, everything has gone in their favor so far. You don't see a lot of blowouts in the NFL. It takes this kind of combination, right? Both in personnel and in every phase of the game.
Pass on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Bills stretch their lead to 21. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And the last 2 drives have been teaching tape for that defense, Brock, and probably have earned this offense a lecture in the near future as well. Just haven't been able to take care of that football.
Yeah, I just kind of want to focus on those guys, everything they're doing on that side, because the humble pie this offense has eaten, it's been a tough watch.
Mahomes trying to get after the pick. As his man, it's DeAndre Hopkins. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Back to throw, Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. They go play action, it's Mahomes. That one complete to Hopkins. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Handoff now from the gun. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Highmark. And it's the Chiefs with a 2nd and 7. Off play action, it's Mahomes. And they get to him, but this is a 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And that is caught. It's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs chop some of the lead off before the half. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Right on the edge of the goal line for 1st and goal. And I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
Yeah, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You got to be so keyed in and physically, you know you've got to stop that run first. So a 1st down pass play can and certainly was effective.
Now Harrison Butker for the point after. And the kick is good. And the Chiefs get it back to a 14-point game.
Chiefs 7.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Johnson with a return here. He stopped on the return at the 27. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden ratings hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1. And make your case for who should get a boost. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Complete to Shakir. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Working from the gun, it's Allen. He's got the hook up to Cooper. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
On 1st down, Allen. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
I hate those situations, Kate, as a QB. I'm looking for an open passing lane, and I can't find one anywhere. He thought he had one available. Defense did a better job of knocking it away.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Shakir in motion right. Again, Allen to the air. Sideline throw complete to Cooper. And he's down inside the 35 before going out. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Allen now on first down. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
To the air again, Allen. Short pass brought in.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Allen setting up play action. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
Timing is everything in life. Timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 47-yarder. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that makes this a 3-score game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half. Looking to throw. Brought in by Juju. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Back to throw it. He throws a bullet deep to the... It is caught at the 20. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. So late in the half, Brock, why not take a shot downfield? And their prayers are answered as they come up with that late touchdown.
You know, this is just a case of who wants it more. If you're in that secondary, all you're thinking is knock the ball down.
Yeah.
Even if you make some contact, right? They rarely call pass interference on plays like that. But somehow, some way, the ball winds up as a touchdown.
Butker to try the point after. And the kick is good, so they take some valuable points off that lead right at the end of this half. It's halftime here in Buffalo. The Bills with the lead after 2. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, Time for our EA Sports halftime reports. The Bills were led in the first half by their all-world quarterback, Josh Allen. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Bass now to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Out comes Kansas City. Its offense has it first to start quarter number 3. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half too as they chase this lead. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. First down throw, Mahomes. Hauled in by Gray. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Tackled on the play by Taylor Rapp.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
From the 31. Hauled in by Worthy. And he'll go down at, we'll say, right at the 39-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Looking to throw Mahomes. Completes this one to Gray. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Kelsey makes the catch. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
The Chiefs looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes Matt Araiza to handle it. And this one's away and looking good. Nice angle on this one, headed towards the sideline. And this one soars out of bounds. The only question is where they will mark it. Looks like it's going short of the 40. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Another one for Cook. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground. Give him only a couple that time. It's going to be 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Pressure coming, it's Allen. This will be caught by Cooper. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Allen setting up to throw. He's on the move. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that 1st. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he's able to bring this one down to the 4-yard line. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Quick throw left side, complete. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills push their lead further to start the half. Amari Cooper, the touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Extra point up and good from Bass. And the Rams take a 3-possession lead. Now to kick this away. Has this at the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The Chiefs headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he has to be happy about his game. We're checking some of the highlights right now that he's made so far. A good showing that's seen him in the zone from time to time. And also he's just seen the field well from his spot in the middle of this offense. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Yeah, you'd sure love to see a little more yardage when you get into the open field, but this offense, it will take a new set of downs with that toss run.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He beams one deep right side. He's got it inside the 25. That's the end of the third on Sunday night. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the fourth quarter. They have themselves another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
I think we're starting to get a feel, aren't we, of why they like him so much in coverage. He reacts well to throws, is super adept at breaking up passes through contact, or like that one before they could ever reach the target.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. To the air, Mahomes. Finds his man. It's Worthy. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
And the Bills bringing out an extra defensive back. 3rd down coming up. Another throw for Mahomes. This one's caught. And he drives this forward to the 6. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Again, Mahomes to throw. Catch is made in close. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Butker to try the point after. And the extra point is up, and it is good. And the Chiefs cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Johnson now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Cook. He cuts it back right. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Allen now on 1st down. Shakir with the grab. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Gets this to Kincaid. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They'll try the right side with Cook. And he pushed deep into enemy territory with that, down inside the 25. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
On the ground, first run for Ray Davis. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Bills with a 10-point advantage. Chiefs in a nickel set for this 3rd down call. Blitz coming here, Allen. That's caught for the first. Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Amari Cooper, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock, he sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity, certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Pass on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills take a 3-possession lead. Pass now to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Play action, Mahomes. On target to Worthy. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. From the 46. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Hurry up offense now as time runs down. They send a man in motion. 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. And not a great choice on first down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually, so second down coming up.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Throwing again, Mahomes. This one finds Kelsey. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's second. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down. Back to the air, Mahomes. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up fourth down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
Desperation time here on fourth. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on fourth down and pick up the first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Mahomes on first and 10. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. The Chiefs will use their third and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's first and 10. Working inside the red zone. Has it in close. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
So the roar of Bills Mafia, it's a win for their guys in Buffalo. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a win for the Bills as we say so long from Buffalo.